Quizmaster, what do we have?
Gentlemen, welcome to my game show dojo. I'm in a football mood, so today's game show is called Pound It or Pass. Pound It meaning that the... Stop. Meaning the comment that I read is one that you can run with, and pass being self-explanatory. You will pass on that comment.
Okay.
Let's get to it. The Colts should give credence to the idea that RG3 may be a better option than Andrew Luck.
If you listen to Tony Dungy, he says that they should take a serious look at maybe RG3 than Luck.
Pass. I say that because if Peyton Manning can play, he's their best option. Forget about, drafting one of these other quarterbacks and getting rid of Peyton Manning. No. Peyton Manning is your best option.
So you're saying that if Peyton Manning can play, you don't even draft one of these
No,
guys?
I'm not saying you don't draft him.
Well, that's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Peyton.
Yeah.
I go Andrew Luck. Luck is the guy that everybody's been talking about. He seems like more of a sure thing. The Colts are in a rebuild mode. You already see what they've done with their front office. The coach could be next. And you look at the talent outside the quarterback position, they're lacking. I mean, it's going to be a ways to go, so it's time to rebuild.
The Magic should make a play for the Kings' big man DeMarcus Cousins, a move that will involve Ryan Anderson.
Pass. Absolutely pass. Are you kidding me? Ryan Anderson, like we just said, Ryan Anderson is turning into a young Rashard Lewis. DeMarcus Cousins, the guy's been banished from Sacramento.
He played last night.
Did he?
Yes, he came off the bench.
Well, he was banished.
He was banished, but they let him back.
He was banished. No, this guy's got character issues. Come on, haven't the Magic had it with character issues with Gilbert Arenas? Come on.
I agree, because he's too much of a headache. You see the talent there, but there's a lot of guys around the NBA that think if he doesn't shape up, he's going to be gone from the league sooner than being a superstar.
Plus, Ryan Anderson's a starter. DeMarcus Cousins is not going to start for the Magic.
He would not, because his game is way too similar to Dwight's, I think.
Okay, put your baseball caps on. Not something we normally do. Prince Fielder, coupled with young talent in Washington, makes the Nationals an instant playoff contender, ending the Nationals' debt crisis.
I'd take that, yes. I do, because you
You
look
have
at
to
the
say pound it.
Okay, pound it then, man. Pound it!
Disqualify him. Quizmaster, you have the power. If he doesn't play the game by the rules,
You are disqualified from that question.
I'm going to say pass. The Nationals, their management has been a disaster in recent years. Their team has been a disaster. One thing about baseball, one player does not make a difference. I mean, it makes a difference, but it doesn't make
They've
a
had
huge
some good drafts, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, back to football. If Alabama defeats LSU in the national title game, you are confident that college football will crown the correct national champion.
Pass. You're never confident college football is going to correct or going to crown the correct national championship or national champion. Well, I mean, come on. It's an arbitrary system. We don't know that Oklahoma State couldn't beat either Alabama or LSU. They finished with the same number of losses. Pass.
I'll pass as well. For the same reason.
Yeah.
Given the lack of great options out there, the Chargers hanging with Norv Turner is the correct decision.
Pound it. Absolutely. Norv Turner's been there 5 years. He's never had a losing record. I think he's 46-30 as a head coach of the Chargers. No, he's never won a championship, but there are a lot of franchises who've never won a championship. Ask the Chargers about the last coach that they fired, all right, that went 14-2, Marty Schottenheimer, and then they fired the guy. How'd that work out?
Should have never done that.
And that was a clash between the coach and the GM.
Yeah.
That's all that was. Normally I'd say yes because I like continuity. I'd say pound it, but I'll pass on this one just because I see the talent on that team, and Norv's been there for a while, and I wonder, are they starting to tune him out? Do they need a different voice?
Well, obviously Phillip Rivers didn't tune him out because he went to ownership and said, we need to keep Norv. So Phillip Rivers, the quarterback, franchise quarterback, hasn't tuned him out.
Matt Flynn's effortless 6-touchdown game this past Sunday takes a little something away from Aaron Rodgers' MVP campaign.
Pass. I don't want to hear these people talking about system quarterback and anybody could have done that and meaningless game and he just went out there and let him throw the ball around. You still have to make the throws. You still have to play well. I'll give a lot more credit to Matt Flynn.
Pound it. Aaron Rodgers is obviously a product of the system.
Yeah, right.
He's a product of the system.
Give me a break.
I'm half kidding, but pound it in this respect.
So you're going to play action fake.
Pound it in this respect. Drew Brees should win the MVP, not Aaron Rodgers, because Drew Brees has been a record-breaking quarterback this year. He's done things that have never been done from the quarterback position. Aaron Rodgers cannot say that. In fact, Matt Flynn threw more touchdown passes Sunday than Aaron Rodgers has ever thrown as a quarterback.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because MVP talk aside, the Saints offense is the scariest in the playoffs.
Pound it. I will agree because you see the different weapons they have. They can run the ball. They've got some running backs, but then you've got Darren Sproles, who comes in there, who's the best guy in third down attacks. You've got an incredible weapon with him. They've got great wide receivers, and you've got Drew Brees.
Pound it. And you've got Jimmy Graham, probably the best tight end.
Outside of Gronkowski,
Yeah.
I mean, he's the best tight end in the NFC.
Yeah, no question about it. And Sean Payton is an absolutely unbelievable play caller. Not the McCarthy isn't.
Right.
But Sean Payton is the best in my opinion.
Isn't it kind of strange that Mike McCarthy really doesn't get a lot of credit for what's going on in Green Bay? I mean, you don't really think of Mike McCarthy. When you talk about great coaches
he's the
in the
play
NFL,
caller. He's the
when
play
you talk
caller.
about great coaches in the NFL, McCarthy's name is never really brought up.
No, it should be. Should be.
Tim Tebow would be
Pound it! Never mind, go ahead.
No, you're going to say pound it. Tim Tebow would be the Republican favorite if he was one of the politicians present at the Iowa
Pound it!
caucus.
Yeah,
Pound it! Are you kidding me? With the clown car full of candidates that the Republicans trotted out for the Iowa caucus last night? Tim Tebow wins that thing hands down. Tim Tebow would be a prime presidential candidate for Republicans. He's got the conservative Christian base. And you know what? And plus, everybody loves this guy. Even Democrats love Tim Tebow.
The down-home folk in Iowa would love Tim Tebow.
By the way, who won that Iowa?
Mitt Romney by 8 votes.
He would crush Mitt Romney right now.
Oh, especially among the conservative Republicans. They don't like Mitt Romney. Do they? No.
I don't know. It's changed back
No,
and
he's
forth.
he's more of a moderate guy.
Let's go up to New Hampshire and follow the campaign as it goes there.
Yeah.
And John McCain joins in.
Denard Robinson should be the Heisman favorite heading into the next college football season.
Pass. That would be one. Matt Barkley will be the favorite to win the Heisman next year. And you see all the weapons coming back at USC. He's not only going to be the favorite to win the Heisman, USC is going to be the favorite to win the national championship.
I say pound it with Denard Robinson. This guy does it all. He's exciting. He runs it. The guy's got 4.3 speed. He's Michael Vick reincarnate. Pound it with Denard Robinson. This guy is dual threat. He's RG. He might be the only guy that can rival RG3 in excitement.
Absolutely. I think today, to win the Heisman, you have to do multiple things well. We can excuse...
Quizmaster.
Yes.
You're supposed to just present the question.
I felt like I had to comment on that one. As the Quizmaster, I
Do
can
you hear
kind
Alex
of,
Trebek
I can
comment?
kind of do whatever I
You
want.
are the Quizmaster.
If Alex Trebek wants to answer a question,
Yeah.
nobody's stopping Alex Trebek.
Mind you, Alex Trebek, though, when you miss a question, he gives the right answer like, hey, dummy,
Yeah.
how did you not know that? Hello, we all know that was, Queen Elizabeth,
Moving on, contestant.
Is that all you could come up with?
Nah,
Was
it was-
Queen
Queen Elizabeth.
I've had too much coffee, man. I had brain freeze.
We can excuse the Magic for losing to the Pistons due to fatigue of playing 6 games in 9 nights.
Pounded, of course. I mean, you're going to lose games in the NBA. I mean, unlike you, Kravitz, Quizmaster, who panicked after the first loss to Oklahoma City, of course you're going to lose games. I mean, the Heat lost the other night to the Hawks.
The Thunder have lost 2 in a row.
Yeah, the Thunder. I mean, yeah.
Pound it.
Yeah.
Because you are going to see that happen this year, especially because of the schedule, because there's so many games compacted. I mean, go look at what's happened in San Antonio with Greg Popovich. What he's already done at least once, he's going to do throughout the season. He's going to say, okay, we think this game is over at halftime. Duncan, sit down. Parker, sit down. I mean, there's going to be games coming up here where we might not even play Tim Duncan.
Not just this year. Any year you're going to have games where the Pistons beat the Lakers.
But there's always going to be upsets as well.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying there's going to be more tired teams
Gotcha.
this year, I think.
Grabbing from our thought-provoking daily poll, coaching vacancies all throughout Florida, Fisher making the rounds. The Dolphins would be the best option in the state for Fisher to take over as head coach.
I'll pass.
I agree.
I'll say pass because, believe me, I think, you know my feelings on Fisher. I think he's overrated. But if he was going to take over one of the teams, I would say the Bucs, because the Bucs defense is absolutely horrendous, and Fisher is a defensive-minded coach.
I would agree from that standpoint, as well as when it comes to Fisher, respected guy, and he'll make everybody more accountable in the locker room and won't let guys quit on him. He won't let those young guys quit on him, and he'll confront them.
Guys, that is pound it or pass, and as usual, we're all winners here.
I like that one.